Hello, so today we'll discuss tuberculosis. I have my rough exams tomorrow, and today I'm here discussing with you tuberculosis. So, tuberculosis is also known as Koch's disease. It is a communicable chronic granulomatous disease. So, you have to write two things on the definition. It's communicable and it's a chronic granulomatous disease. Cause is Mycobacteria tuberculosis. We all know that. What other strains are there? So, there's Morus, Africanum, and Microtic. Now types. So there are two types. First is primary TB and second is secondary TB. So what's a primary TB? Primary TB means initial infection in an unsensitized individual. Okay, so the infection in an unsensitized individual is called primary TB, whereas in a previously sensitized individual it is called secondary TB. So where do primary TB occur? So it occurs in lungs, intestine, tonsils, skin, practically everywhere. Okay? And the source for this, where does the mycobacteria come from? So it's exogenous. That means that mycobacteria which infects the body is not found in the body. It comes from the external environment. Now let's discuss what happens in lungs in primary TB. Okay, so you have to remember three things in the order. First is goons. Okay, so like goons lesion, goons focus, and then you have to write goons complex. कितना लिख लोगे तो टीचर फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाएंगे कि wow that's a bit like that. So what's a goons lesion technically? Technically we mean that it's a lesion. What does the lesion consists of, right? So it's like mycobacterium tuberculosis is deposited in the distal areas. Okay, but where is this distal areas? So it's in the lower part of the upper lobe. Okay, so this is the upper lobe and its lower part is this, and in the upper part of the lower lobe. So lower lobe is this and its upper part is this. So if we see what is affected, so this much is affected. Okay, let me change the color. This much is affected. Lower part of the upper lobe. Okay, upper lobe का lower part और lower lobe का upper part. Then what was it? It was just that MTB was deposited to the distal areas. Now what is a Boone's focus? So Boone's focus occurs 2 to 4 weeks later. It is a circumscribed gray white mass. Okay, so it's a circumscribed and it's white and gray. I'm gonna get the gray color. Gray white mass circumscribed and it will undergo caseous necrosis. Okay, so Boone's focus is a circumscribed gray-white mass which undergoes caseous necrosis. First was Boone's lesion, second is Boone's focus, and third comes Boone's complex. So what is a Boone's complex? So it's like Boone's focus plus lymph node involvement. What happens is that the Boone's focus and lymph node involvement both will undergo fibrosis, which will further undergo calcification and may lead to ossification. Ossification means bones, right? So like if it gets ossified, it's called Ranke's complex. Now, if there's a joke like, I remember it this way, like bones you must be knowing have rank ligand, right? We have all read about this in parathyroid and many other things. So, yes, bones rank ligand. So, once bones complex is ossified, it's called a Ranke's complex. Okay. Intestine, what happens in intestine is ileum is affected and the lymph node affected is the mesenteric lymph node. Okay. What happens to skin is that regional lymph node is affected. Secondary TB occurs in previously sensitized individual, like you said. What could be the source? Okay, what could be the source for secondary TB? So, its source for secondary TB is endogenous, that is present in the environment of the body, latent infection, reactivation, okay? Reinfection. Latent infection का reactivation होना और reinfection मतलब वापस exogenous हो गया. Site. Where is the common site? So lungs are the common site. Upper lobe. Local spread to pleura. Intestine by bronchi. Then by hematovenous route to liver, spleen, kidney and bone. and mucosa के थ्रू होगा, larynx और trachea का, sorry, trachea larynx का. Clinical features, so asymptomatic, non-specific क्या होगा, वो anorexia, weight loss और loss of appetite जो हर जगह पे होता है, non-constitutional constitutional symptoms. Then low grade fever, remittent type का या pneumonia और night shift. कितना लिखोगे is most important. Then respiratory, okay, so there is of course a chronic cough. There is hemoptysis. There are various theories for hemoptysis. That is due to inflammatory changes around the TB lesion. The blood vessels walls are damaged. That leads to hemoptysis, or maybe the blood vessels travels the TB lesion. That leads to its damage, so it causes hemoptysis. Okay, so there are various theories, and you can make up a few yourself in the exam. Then sputum. So there is a characteristic name for the sputum. It's like mixed with blood, and it's called nummular sputum. Nummular sputum. Then there is chest pain. There are 7 investigations. Okay, here are the investigations. Here are the, so there are 7 investigations. First is of blood. So there is anemia. That is maintained. WBCs are normal. And ESR is elevated. X-ray. So in X-ray you will see nodular shadow in the upper lobe. Okay, patchy nodular shadow in upper lobe. Cavitation, which is in pleura. Okay, patchy nodular shadow in the upper lobe. Then there is cavitation, calcification, and pleural debridement. You can see 4 things in the X-ray. Now we first saw blood, we saw X-ray, now we'll see CT. So CT, you have to remember 3 animal appearance. Then sputum. So you have to take 2 samples for sputum. One is on spot and next is the next day early morning. Okay? You will do what of the sputum? You will do microscopic examination. Then you will do ZN stain. You will do oramine stain. And it's positive if there is a presence of at least 1 acid fast bacilli. Okay? Now culture. So solid media culture is culture media. We all know tough mass colonies. Then you can have automated liquid culture, which is Middlebrook 7HG media. CBNAT, Gene Expert, MTB, RIF. Okay. Then line progressor. You will do PCR. You will do PCR. And you will do tuberculin test, that is Maltux test. So if someone asks you what is Maltux test, so you have to do intradermal injection strictly. Okay, and you have to inject the virulent, I'm not sure if it's virulent, it's certain strains. Okay, and if the individual is primarily affected, then there will be a delayed sensitivity reaction. Okay, and which will result in the formation of a blood or package the next day. Okay, so that's it. We just completed what is tuberculosis, what is primary tuberculosis, how it affects the lungs, we also intestine skin, then we saw TB, okay, I, okay, fine. Then we saw how secondary TB, what are its clinical features, and investigation. So, several investigation, blood, X-ray, CT, then you have to list sputum, culture material, two, one is solid media, one is automated mobile, or automated liquid culture. Then you have to list CB, gene expert, liver, okay, line progressor, and tuberculosis. Okay, bye bye.